welcome to your own math class with your own tutor here. Today we are going to learn that how do you simplify your fraction. Okay, so you come across many times in worksheet with these questions, and this is very important that if you have any problem with this, we should clear it. So simplifying fraction is a very important thing, and for that what we need to learn HCF. Okay, so you know that HCF is the highest common factor. For finding highest common factor, first of all you need to find the factors of a number. So if I have, for example, here's a fraction like 36 divided by 48. So now if you need to simplify this fraction, what you need to do, you need to find highest common factor of both these fractions. Okay, so to find highest common factors, the traditional way you used to always you are using that is finding the factors of each number, that is 36 and 48. This is I am doing just to tell you that how it is long, and we are not going to follow this way, but I'm telling to just explain you that this is difficult. Okay, so writing here the factors first. What are the factors, the numbers which can divide 36? For example, 1 is the factor of every number, and then going towards 2 because 36 and 48 are even numbers, so they can be divided by 2. Okay, all the even numbers can be divided by 2, so that's why I can divide it by 2. So 36 divided by 2 is gonna give you 36 divided by 2 is 2 times 1 is 2, and you have 1. 3 minus 2 is 1, and then 6 have you, with 6 you will get 16. So 2 times 8 is 16, so you are left with no remainder. It means 2 times 18 is going to give you 2 times 18 is going to give you 36. Understand? So now 2 and 18 both are the factors of 36. Okay, the product of a number which is giving you a number 36 will be the factors of that number. So writing here 2 and then writing 18 at the end. And why I'm writing 18 at the end? Because if I will write in the start, then I have to rearrange the numbers at the end. So that's why what you will do whenever you are writing your factors, you will write a smaller number here, and then you will write the big number at the end. Over here I'm writing 18. Okay, and at very end, which is the last factor, that is 36, because 36 of course can divide itself. 36 divided by 36 is 1. Okay, so now coming towards 3, so I'm not going to use now any more bus stop methods. That is 3 times 1 is 3, and then you have 6, so it's going to give you 3 times 6, 2 equals to 6. So here you have 3 times 12 equals to 36. Okay, so which factors we got here? 36 we got 1, 2, 18, 36, and from 3 you got 3 and 12. Okay, 12 I'm writing here. So now if you look at, I'm gonna teach you here one other method of dividing. That is, if for example I need to divide 36 by 3, what is a direct way of dividing it without using bus stop method? So what I can do, I will take my 3 here. 3 times 1 is 3 and 3 times 2 is 6. It is your answer. 3, it means that if you divide 36 by 12, so 36 by 3, sorry, so you will get your answer equals to 12. 3 times 1 is 12, 3 times 1 is 3, and 3 times 2 is 6. So your answer is 12 here. Okay, so now I am going to teach you again that how we can use this method. When you will practice, you will know how to do that. Okay, now I'm going to the number 4. 4 times 9 equals to 36. So 4 and 9 both are the factors of 36. So right here 4 and right here 9. Okay, so now coming towards 5, is not the factor of 36. 6 times 6 is 36. So 6 will be the factor of 36. But of course, I don't need to repeat 6. So only once I will write here 6. Okay, now which number is left? No number is left here because we have been covering the numbers, every number product. So 1 times 36 is 36. 2 times 18 is 36, 3 times 12 is 36, 4 times 9 is 36, and 6 times 6 is 36. So here we have the factors of 36. So now coming towards 48, 1 times 48 is 48. So right here in this way. So now coming towards 2, how we can divide it directly without using your bus stop method means if you use like this, so you will do like this. 2 times 2 is 4, and then 2 times 4 is 48. 2 times 4 is 8. Okay, so it's gonna give you 24. But if I don't use this way, then how I can do that is 48 divided by 2. 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8, is going to give me 24. So it means 2 times 24 equals to 48. So 2 and 24 both are the factors of 48. So writing here my factors 2 and 24. Okay, so 2 and 24 both are the factors of 48. So now coming towards 3, let's see that 3 is the factor of 48 or not. So let's do directly because using again bus stop method is not going to be very convenient for you. Okay, so try to learn this method of direct division. So this is very important. Okay, now what I need to do for just one by one you need to divide. Just listen to me carefully. If you have 4 8, okay, and you need to see that 3 is the factor of 48 or not, what you will do, you will directly go to the bus stop method? No, not at all. What you will do, write your number like this. You can write in this way. I mean, you can make it larger so you can do easily. First you divide 4 by 3, so you know that very near in times table of 3 equal to 4 there is no number, but near number is 3. So what you will write, 3 times 1 is 3, so you have to write like this. 3 times 1 is 3. Okay, so what will be the remainder? 4 minus 3 is gonna give you 1, so you will just take your remainder here. It will become 18. So you know that 3 times 6 is 18. So now this is your answer. So you can tally your answer in your bus stop method. Look, 3 times 1 is 3. So you just have to write times number, means you will write 3 times 1 here, and then remainder you have to just copy here with the next number. Okay, so 3 times 6 is 18. It means our answer is correct. So what do we mean by that? It means that 3 times 16 equals to 48. So 3 and 16 both are the factors of 48. Can I write here? Yes, so 3 and 16 both are the factors of 48. So I have already written over here. Now look at again, I'm going to find factors of 48 in 4. So you know 4 times 1 is 4 and 4 times 2 is 8. So it means 12 times 4 equals to 48. Both are the factors of 48. So we can write here 4 and 12. So now going towards 5 is not the factor of 48. Why? Because you can check it out. Yes, you can check it out. You know that 5 times 9 is 45. Okay, 5 times 9 is 45, so which is gonna give you remainder 3. So it means it is not divisible by 5. So that's 5 is not a factor of 48, but 6 times 8 is 48. So I can write here 6 and 8. So they I think it's gonna be finished, and we have no more factors left of 48 because we are writing their products. So this is the benefit of writing the products, both numbers. If you will be writing, you can easily complete your factors. So this is the way I just told you that if you need to write your factors only, you can write in this way. You can complete your factors in this way. But to find highest common factor, I don't prefer this way. Okay, because it's very long way. Okay, but now we are going to write here common factors. CF means common factors. 1 is a common factor. Look at here. Then 2 is a common factor. Okay, then 3 is a common factor, then 4 is a common factor, then 6 is a common factor, which both numbers have the same factors. Then we have 12 as a common factor. Okay, so I think, yeah, there is no number left which is common factor as of 36 and 48. So this is done with common factors. But what about HCF? So HCF will be equals to 12. Why? Because this is the highest common factor. So we need the highest common factor, which is going to be 12. Now what you need to do with this 12? What you need to do this 12? You have to divide your fraction by your HCF. Okay. So 36 divided by 12 is going to give you 12. That means 12 times 3 is 36, and 48 divided by 12 means 12 times 4 is 48. So this 3/4 is your final answer and your simplified fraction. So obviously you will be so bored and you will be saying, my god, this is very long way. Yes, I feel so. So now let's do the other way of finding our highest common factor. Same fraction I'm doing. Okay, now writing here 36 and 48. Okay, in this way you are gonna write them here. So now you know that even numbers can always be divided by 2. So you can always try, if you don't find any other number, you can always try dividing it by 2. But if you know the big number, for example, you know that 6 times 6 is 36, and you know that 6 times 8 is 48. So why not we can use the big number. So here I'm writing 6, and 6 times 6 is 36, and 6 times 8 is 48. So it means 6 is the common factor of 36 and 48. So now find, is there any common factor of 6 and 8? So here you can say that 6 and 8 are the even numbers. So we can divide them by 2. 2 times 3 is 6, and 2 times 4 is 8. So again 2 is your common factor of 36 and 48. 6 and 2 are the common factors. So if you now look at carefully, 3 is a prime number, and 3 and 4 cannot be divided by any same number. Okay, so now what we should do, we should leave it here. Yes, that's all. So you need to leave it here, and your HCF is right here, and that is HCF is equals to 6 times 2. What you need to do, you need to only multiply the common factors. So 6 times 2 is going to give you 12. So now look at, only 1 minute or less than 1 minute you took to find your HCF, instead of writing all the factors and then finding your highest common factor. Look at now, after finding HCF, you can divide your fractions easily, numbers, the bottom and top, the numerator and the denominator, by 12. So 36 divided by 12 will give you 3 and 48 divided by 12 will give you 4. So 3/4 is your answer again. So I will prefer you to choose this way. Okay, I'm going to solve some more questions for you here, and you need to practice then a worksheet. I will just play here, and you need to solve all of the questions. Okay, so let's do some. Okay, so I have 35 divided by 25. Okay, so again I'm not going to use again that one way, so I will write here 35 25 like this, and now I'm going to find their common number which can divide 35 and 25. So remember, a number which has 5 at the end or 0 at the end, they can be divided by 5, both numbers. For example, if you have 25, so it is always divisible by 5. If you have 20, it is always divisible by 5. Why? Because it has 5 at the end and it has 0 at the end. But if you say that you already know that this number can be divisible by 5, so if I say that this is a number 255, so this can also be divisible by 5 because it has 5 at the end. Okay, so in the same way you can divide 250 by 5 because it has 0 at the end. Understand? So now let's move to our question. That was 35 divided by 25. Okay, so now I can divide it directly by 5. 5 times 7 is 35 and 5 times 5 is 25. So look at here, 7 and 5 both are the prime numbers, so they have no common factor. There is only one common factor which is equals to 5. So this is also your highest common factor. So for simplifying your fraction, what you need to do, you need to divide your both top and bottom number by your HCF, that is 5, and here you need to divide it by 5. So it's gonna give you, here is your answer 7, and here is the answer of 25, 5. So this is your final answer. This is your simplified fraction. Okay, so let's do some other question. For example, here is let's do some big number, 134 divided by 150. Okay, so I have chosen it on purpose because I want to teach you more and more. I want you to learn more and more about this way. So writing again the same way, don't worry the number is big, it's okay. We know that it has 4 at the end, it has 0 at the end, both are the even numbers, can be divided by 2. So using your direct way, look at 13, the near number to 13 in times table 2 is 12. So what you will do, simply write here 2 times 6 is 12. So 13 minus 12 is going to give you 1. So 1 will be carried here. It is now 14. So 2 times 7 is 14 is your final answer here. So it means 2 times 67 is 134. Now going towards your next number, 2 times 7 is 14 and 1 will be carried here. 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, so now if you look, 67 is a prime number, and that's why we have no other common factor here. Okay, so what we can do here, we can write 2 as a common factor, and 2 is also your highest common factor because this is the only common factor we could found here. So what you need to do, simply divide both your top and bottom number by your HCF and get your answer, and your answer is already written here, 67 and 75. So let's do it again. I want you to try it. You try it yourself, pause the video, try it yourself again, that how can you divide directly without using your bus stop method. Okay, so again look at here, 2 times 6 is 12 and 1 will be remainder, so remainder is going to go to the next number. So this is 14, that means 2 times 7 is 14, so you have to write 7 here. Okay, now going towards your next number, 2 times what is 15? 2 times nothing is 15, but the near number is 7. So what you will do, 2 times 7 is 14 and 1 is remainder, so remainder will go to the next number. It is 10 now, so 2 times, you have to times here, 2 times 5 is 10. This is your final answer. Okay, so now this is your simplified fraction again. All right, so now we can do some more examples. For example, I'm going to take 38 divided by 12. Okay, so now this is an improper fraction, first of all, because the denominator is bigger than numerator is bigger than the denominator. But because these are the even numbers, we can find HCF to solve them, to simplify it. Okay, so you know that they have even numbers at the end, so they are even numbers. You can divide it by 2. 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 times 9 is 18. 2 times 6 is 12. So how I did 38 directly divided by 2? Look at what you have to do. Write a sign of multiplication here. 2 times what is 3? Nothing. So write the nearest number, that is 2 times 1 is 2. What you will write times 1 is 2, and that what you have to do, 3 minus 2 is going to give you 1. 1 will be go to the next number. So 2 times 9 is 18 now, so that's why 19 is your answer. Okay, so now look at 19 is a prime number. Prime number means that no other number other than 1 and 19 can divide here. It has no factor other than 1 and 19. So we don't have any other common factor. So 2 is the only HCF of 38 and 12. So that's why what we need to do, we need to divide both bottom and top by 2, like this, like this. Wait a second, let me clean it a bit. Okay, so now divide it by 2 and write here your answer, and you have already your answer here written. 2 times 19 is 38, so I'm writing here 19, and 2 times 6 is 12, writing here 6. Again you got a improper fraction, so still your answer is not done. What we need to do here, you know that how do we solve our improper fraction? Improper fraction, you need to use bus stop method right now. So you know 6 times 3 is 18 and 1 is remainder. So now how to write your answer? As I told you always that denominator will be remain same, that is 6. Okay, I'm writing here denominator 19 by 6 equals to 6 in the bottom number, and what will be on the top? Your remainder will be on the top, that is 1, and the quotient or the top number will be on side. Now if you solve it, you can get your answer again. How to solve it? Bottom number leaving same, and then starting from bottom number, 6 times 3 is 18 plus 1, that is 19 divided by 6. Again you can go back to your improper fraction. Okay guys, so hope so that you have learned a lot, and still you have any problem, you can ask me in comment section. And now I'm going to show you your homework sheet, and you need to practice all the questions. And if you have any problem, again you can ask me. So this is your practice worksheet, which you need to practice at home as your homework, and you need to do your daily basis homework. That's very important. Okay, so now look at these questions, and you need to solve all of these fractions. I'm scrolling it up so that you can pause the video and you can try it yourself. Okay, all right, so just it's going to be ended over here. Yes, now that's all, and you need to solve all of these fractions. Okay, so see you in the next class.